What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about the Lakers. One of the hottest topics right now is the Lakers and what they're going to do. They just traded Mo Wagner, Isaac Bonga, and Jemarrio Jones in a second 2022 second round pick to the Washington Wizards. And on top of that, Anthony Davis waives his $4 million trade kicker, allowing them to create the $32 million cap space that we knew that they wanted to do all along, so they can have a chance to sign somebody to a max contract slot or close to it, or have more money to build a team around AD and LeBron. And this isn't a surprise. If you can open up the max cap space, why wouldn't you? You know, you don't really care about Mo Wagner and Bonga at this point, because you need guys that can actually be proven to win right now. Because when you make a trade for Anthony Davis, you're thinking about championship. You're not really thinking about retooling or rebuilding. You're thinking about, how can I find a way to pick up. They're going to have to pick up veterans that can really come in and contribute right away. Obviously, these players that they just traded don't really matter. That's why they got rid of them very quickly, because they know that they need guys that LeBron trusts. That's why you see Danny Green, the guy that he already played with. J.R. Smith is supposed to be on their radar. You know, he's not going to cost them too much money. Plus, he gives them shooting. They are going to, hopefully, they don't go too old, because you still want some youth and some athleticism. Hopefully, they can pick up some young prospects, or even fill out the roster with some guy from Summer League, at least 3 or 4 of those guys that can really give you some more depth to your roster, because you're only going to be able to spend so much of that $32 million on role players, but you're still going to need quality players. So I can see them doing like they did with Kuzma and Hart, finding young players that can contribute right now, while also not getting too caught up in spending money on big name guys. Even if they do get that third star, which is in play now because they opened up the whole $32 million. In cap space, I still think that they got a long way to go to really make this a guaranteed title win team. Because we've seen Golden State add DeMarcus Cousins. Everybody's saying this is one of the best teams ever. This is one of the best starting fives in NBA history. And everybody predicted that they was going to win 80-something games at one point when they first added KD. And like I told my fans and my subscribers, nothing is guaranteed. Just because you have the talent, just like we seen with LeBron last year, everybody had the Lakers making the playoffs, and they didn't make the playoffs. And everybody had Golden State winning the title, and they didn't even win the title. They ended up losing to the Raptors because of injuries. You got to keep that in mind, that you want to have that depth. You want to have players you know can come in and contribute and play valuable minutes, because everybody's going to be giving it to the Lakers. Everybody know that the Lakers are one of the best teams. They're going to want to measure themselves against them. They're going to want to go out there and compete against them. They're going to want to defeat them, because they're going to have a target on their back. You have a player like LeBron James and Anthony Davis on your team. Everybody want to see how good they are. Everybody want to see, are they really that dominant? Can they really win a title? And there's guys like the Rockets and the Nuggets that feel like they are disrespected, because they feel that they can go out there and beat them, because they're already in a position where they have chemistry and players that they know can contribute right now, because they already made it far in the playoffs, or they already been successful in the West. You know, LeBron hasn't made it to the playoffs in the West so far, and you can say it's due to injury, but that's still part of the game. But I think at the end of the day, I want to see who they really go after. It's rumors that they might get Kemba, they might get Kyrie, they might get D'Angelo Russell. There's rumors that they're just going to use the cap space and just break it up and find a bunch of role players for good quality prices and get a fair contract and not try to overpay. Because when you got $32 million, you don't have too much wiggle room to get quality players. You still want to be able to get guys that you know are specialists at worst. You want to make sure you're getting somebody that can really score, or somebody that can really shoot. You got to make sure you're picking the right players around this team, because with this type of cap space and the fact that Anthony Davis next year might sign a longer term deal, but it'd be more money. This is a year that you got to go all in on. And I think they proved that by trading a lot. People feel like they overpaid for Anthony Davis, and I don't think so because he is 26. But they did add a couple picks, and they added some young talent that people really wanted. I didn't really believe it because Brandon Ingram got blood clots, and Lonzo Ball had major injuries to his knees, and Josh Hart was injured last year too. But he's a quality role player, not really a superstar or a star player right now, even though I don't think he'll get there either. But I think this was a smart move at the end of the day for the Los Angeles Lakers to be able to clear up the rest of that cap space so that way they can look forward to building the best team possible now that they have more money available. And you got to give credit to Anthony Davis for taking less money by waiving his $4 million trade clause. Because if you really want to win, we've seen it with LeBron and the Heat, we've seen it with KD and the Golden State Warriors. If you really do want to win, you might have to sacrifice money. And that's in order to get another piece or another one or two players that can really help you fill out your roster to guys that can help you win that title. So you got to give credit to AD for taking $4 million less alone this year just to get that cap space of 32 million so they can have a chance to win. A lot of people thought he was crazy for doing it, but hey, if you want to win that title, which he has never done, this is one of the small, petty little things that you have to do, which is take less money. And he might even have to do that next year if they want to win a title this year and for the next couple years. Anthony Davis gonna have to take a little less than the max money, which do sound crazy because you want to get the most money as you can. But now that he is on the Lakers, and we gotta see if he's gonna make an All NBA team, which he should because he is one of the best players in the world. I feel like he should have made it last year, but he didn't. But I think it's definitely cool to see that the Lakers are really all in on this LeBron thing. Last year, everybody was talking about, even a couple months ago, everybody was talking about, is the Lakers crazy? They're dysfunctional. Do a superstar really want to go to LA? Can they even sign a big free agent where LeBron asks for a trade if he can't find another superstar to help him win a title? And now they got AD. Now they got the 32 million. Now they got their coaches, and now they ain't having as much dysfunction. I said that when they picked up Frank Vogel, that this is a step in the right direction, and it should help get rid of a lot of the chaos. And it's been quiet on the Lakers' part, besides who they gonna fill out the roster with. So I feel like this is a huge step in the right direction. Is basically what I'm saying. I feel like this is a huge one, and I feel like I definitely want to see what they do for the rest of this team. If they're going to go with the superstar, they're going to go with the role players, or they're going to go with the summer league and pick up a couple of people for less than $1 million that can contribute and can play based on what they do in the summer league and the G League, or is they going to try to go for guys that's mid-level exception? Will guys take a huge pay cut to play for this Laker team that we done seen in the future and in the past? That guys are willing to take $3 to $5 million less, just like AD, just to be a part of something special like a championship team. And that's a sacrifice they're going to have to make if they want to win the title with LeBron and AD this year. Now it's just all about finding the guys that really want to do it. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that the Lakers should sign somebody like a Kemba, like a Kyrie, or do you think they should go after role players and build the team strategically with shooting and extra ball handlers and guys that can really score the basketball outside of LeBron and AD? Or do you think they should just go with the superstar route and try to get a big three, but you don't have to find guys on cheap contracts to fill out the rest of the roster? And some people feel like they're already good. They got AD and LeBron. You got two of the top 5 players in the world, at least top 7, and they should be fine and dandy just with that if they get the right shooting and the right role players that can be at least 5 men. I think they can at least get 5 quality players with 32 million, and you can fill out the roster with a bunch of other guys that are specialists or smaller level players that can still contribute 8 to 9 to 10 points if they called or asked upon, or somebody getting rest, they can come in and give you 15 points to really help balance out the rest of the team. So let me know what you guys think. Is the Lakers, is it their time? Is everybody done? And the Lakers are going to run rampant over the NBA now that Golden State is beat up? or do you still think Denver, Houston, and teams like that can still compete with them, or they still need to make another move like Utah just did to, show the Lakers that we're not backing down, we're not scared of y'all. We're going to literally try to beat y'all by building a team and trying to go for it too. Golden State down, the NBA is open, and you see even Daryl Morey trying to make a move to get Jimmy Butler, or try to make a move to help make the Rockets even more harder and a lot more stronger, which could be a legitimate contender against a team like LA. And remember, Clay supposed to come back this year. You still gonna have Steph. You might have Clay at the end of the year, and you might have Draymond, and that's a tough team to beat, as we seen in the playoffs. If Clay can get healthy and knock some of that rust off before the playoffs, and that can be another contender to knock off the Lakers if they don't get the right pieces to fit like they did last year. They got a lot of ball handlers like Rondo and Lance Stevenson, but they didn't really fit, which they said perfectly with LeBron. And now, since they made that mistake, let's see if they can do better with team building this year. So let me know what you guys think. Houston, Denver, Portland, is they better than the Lakers, or do you think they need to make that move like the Utah Jazz did to beat them? Or do you think that the Lakers need to go for a big three, or should they just go for perfect pieces to fit around the talent of LeBron and AD? Whatever you feel, let me know in the comment section below. I'm done. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that likes the videos. Thanks for everybody that comments. I like the activity that you guys have shown. I answered comments that make sense, if that makes sense. And also, at the end of the day, if you like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies. I break down players. I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. I'm going.